Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let introduce myself. I am Fattah Akbar. I am from Postgraduate School of Mathematics Education, Universitas Sebelas Maret, Indonesia. I will presentation about my paper with title Pre-reflective thinking in solving PISA-like questions in terms of self-confidence. First, reflective thinking can also be defined as a situation that occurs when a person experiences confusion and conducts repeat investigation until they find a solution. Based on this definition, it can be concluded that there are three conditions in the reflective thinking process, namely pre-reflection, reflection, and post-reflection. Pre-reflection is a condition where a person experiences doubt or confusion. Reflection is a situation where a reflective process occurs. The post-reflective condition is a condition where the confusion or doubt can be solved. Next, the issue of the Indonesian students' low learning achievement in mathematics has been widely revealed in various studies and scientific discussion in the field of mathematics. One of the assessments related to student achievement internationally is the assessment performed by the OECD through PISA every 3 years. In the last assessment in 2018, Indonesian students' mathematics achievement was ranked 74th out of 79 countries. Solving PISA question requires high-level thinking skills. Therefore, students' thinking skills have to be developed through various efforts. One of the types of higher-order thinking skills is reflective thinking. Reflective thinking is an active, persistent, and careful consideration of a belief of suppose from a knowledge of the grounds that support that knowledge and the further conclusion to which that knowledge leads. Reflective thinking will not arise without the confusion experienced by students. Confusion is a situation when a person experiences a collision, obstacle, confusion when solving a problem. The confusion usually arises when students work on difficult questions. It is known that Indonesian students' achievement in PISA assessment is low, which means that students have difficulty in working on PISA questions. Each student has different cognitive skills, so that the difficulties experienced by students are different too. Besides students' cognitive skill factors, students' psychological factors can also be the cause of the confusion, so that students find it difficult to solve existing problems. The intense psychological factor is student self-confidence. Self-confidence is a belief in the abilities that exist within oneself in facing a problem or challenge and confidence of the positive results that will obtain. In methodology, the study focused on students' confusion in each Polya stage. This study aims to analyze the students' confusion in solving PISA-Like questions from each student's confidence level. This study used a quantitative descriptive approach. The population of the study consists of all 24 students of the 8th grade in a private junior high school in Karanganyar, Jawa Tengah, Indonesia. It involved 12 students as subjects who were selected by random sampling technique. The data collection instruments consist of a test, observation sheets, and students' self-confidence questionnaire. The data collection began with distributing self-confidence questionnaires to all population of the study. The results of the questionnaire were analyzed to categorize student self-confidence levels into high, moderate, and low categories. From each category, 4 students were randomly selected as samples. Using the think-aloud technique, each sample received PISA-like question to be done directly in front of the researcher. In PISA-like questions on uncertainty and data content in a societal context using the Polya stage, which consists of understanding the problem, devising a plan, carrying out the plan, and looking back. Then students with a high self-confidence level experience confusion at the carrying out the plan and looking back stage. The confusion that appears is confused in interpreting the meaning of person and confused about the age category present in the diagram, which is different from the sentence in the question. And students with a moderate self-confidence level experience confusion at understanding the problem, carrying out the plan, and looking back stage. The confusion covers the confusion in filtering and differentiating the required information and in interpreting the meaning of the question, as well as the inability to determine which information to be used. Meanwhile, the confusion of students with a low self-confidence level is difficult to detect at each stage of Polya, as they tend to be passive and do not believe in their abilities. Their confusion that can be detected is at the carrying out the plan stage, in which they do not understand how to do computation on decimal numbers. Thank you for your attention.